Hello, this is the hardcore legend Mick Foley. I'd like to title this video, WWE, We've Got a Problem, because I think you do. And that problem is that WWE is no longer the place for talent to aspire to. Part of it is because AEW is doing a great job of attracting great talent, proven talent, building other talent, creating storylines, but part of it is a problem of your own making. I think younger talent sees the way that developmental characters are cut or left by the wayside, or in the case of Karrion Kross, greatly watered down and even made a joke of when they debut on the main roster. If it's not broke, don't fix it. If I was an aspiring talent now, big league talent with a major decision to make, I'm not sure that I would trust WWE Creative to do the right thing with my career. You guys did wonders with me back in the day, but that was a different time, different place. If it was today, I'm not sure I would trust the powers to be with my career in their hands. And until that changes, WWE, you've got a problem.
Hey yo, man. Mick Foley. Hey, bruh. AEW ain't hiring right now, man. AEW ain't hiring right now. They already signed Adam Cole. They already signed Daniel Bryan. They already signed CM Punk. Okay? I know you were trying to get that Mark Henry money. I know you trying to get that Taz money. I know you trying to get that Sting money. Okay? I know you trying to get that Paul White money. But just hold your horses. Okay? A legend spot in AEW will be available. Just not right now, bruh. Google it. Hold your horses. Dang, bruh. Shoot, man, fucking Ric Flair. He's trying to get that Mark Henry money. He's trying to get that Sting money. He's trying to get that Tully Blanchard money. All right, school it. Your spot will come in AEW. Alright? Shit. But Mick, man, just what are you doing? What are you doing, man? I'm like, what you said was like, I would say 75% false. The only thing you said that was accurate was how they have portrayed Karrion Kross. That was accurate. I'll give you that. But pumping up AEW, once again, you are part of the problem. Why are you pumping their heads up? Why are you pumping up the fan base up like that, bro? Oh, so now another legend is co-signing everything AEW does. You know what that means. Eventually, Mick Foley will be on their payroll in the fucking future. Like Mark Henry, Taz, Paul White, Dean Malenko. Dudes like that. Eventually, he will be on the payroll. That's why he's saying all this positive shit. He wants to be in Tony Khan's good graces. But what I mean by him being a part of the problem is stop pumping their heads up like they're doing everything great, because they are not. It's a mirage. Here's why it's a mirage. Everybody is living in the moment. They've been around for 2 years? Everybody's living in the moment. They are going to have the same problems like the WWE financially, roster-wise. They will face the same fucking issues. You know what? Their homegrown talent will eventually move on to the WWE. Powerhouse Hobbs, you don't think Vince McMahon and his people got their eyes on him? Or Wardlow? I guarantee you Wardlow will eventually be in the WWE. Eventually, somebody is going to jump ship. Somebody's going to jump ship to the WWE from AEW. Why? Tony Khan is treating his promotion like it's a candy store, like it's Toys R Us. Any semi-big name he's signing, he's playing right into Vince McMahon's hands. This is chess. Vince McMahon knows what he's doing. Vince McMahon, he's dangling all these carrots in front of Tony Khan. Here, you want Bray? Take him. You want Braun? Take him. You want Adam Cole? Take him. You want Bryan too? Oh, take him. Oh, right. You want that has-been CM Punk? Oh, take him. Yeah, put those guys ahead of your homegrown talent. Yeah, have Chris Jericho go over MJF. Have CM Punk go over Darby Allin. Have old ass Paul White go over QT Marshall. Yeah, you want Ruby Soho? You want Ruby Soho? All right, cool. Take her. Yeah. Have her leapfrog your women's division, who's been busting their ass every week. Yeah. Just hand her the fucking Casino Battle Royal win off her couch. Yeah, just hand it to her. Because she used to be in a bigger company, so automatically that means she's the biggest name in the Battle Royal, so I guess she's entitled to win. How is that not a problem? You see what I fucking mean? You can't pump their heads up. When you pump their heads up, they're gonna keep signing everybody. They face the same issues in WCW. Let me tell you why. Ted Turner, Eric Bischoff, these guys were signing all these WWF cast-offs, right? To the point where they were overshadowing all the homegrown WCW talent. That's why Chris Jericho had to fucking leave. That's why Dean Malenko left, Chris Benoit left, Perry Saturn left. Eric Bischoff emphasized his older ex-WWF talent, and he pushed them to the top of the card to the point where guys like Booker T was in a fucking mid-card until fucking 2001, right? Eventually, Hogan had to step aside. Scott Hall had to step aside. Kevin Nash had to step aside. Sid Vicious had to step aside. But when you do that, when you put all your eggs in the baskets of famous talent like a CM Punk, Daniel Bryan, dudes like that, your homegrown talent suffers because Daniel Bryan's not going to be around forever. He's not going to be a top guy for the next 10 years. You got to start building up your homegrown talent like a Tay Conti. Fucking Powerhouse Hobbs, Wardlow, Adam Page, Darby Allin, Ricky fucking Starks, Max Caster, dudes like that. Now I'm hearing these dudes might sign Sami Zayn and Kevin fucking Steen. How is that not counterproductive? So Kevin Steen is going to join his friends, and he's going to reunite with the Young Bucks and fucking Adam Cole and shit. Okay, where is he going to be on the card when Kevin Owens goes to AEW? You don't think guys like a Darby Allin, Max Caster, Jungle Boy, Luchasaurus, you don't think guys like that are going to go lower and lower on the card when it comes to not caring about them? When you keep signing all these ex guys for the WWE, your homegrown talent suffers. Yeah, you can say all you want, Mick Foley. Oh, AEW is the right place to be. They are doing it right. They treat their people like royalty. No, they don't. No, they do not. Why is Christian Cage main eventing in 2021? Why is he a world champion in 2021? He beat Kenny Omega, their top guy for the Impact Championship on their program. How is that not a problem? What does that do for Christian Cage? What does that do for your program? You are banking on ready-made talent that we've seen for 20-something years. We know who the hell Christian Cage is. See, when you bring in all these bigger top names, guys like Sammy Guevara suffers. Sammy Guevara suffers. Who else suffers? Private Party. Those guys suffer on the card because you're bringing in bigger names so you can pop a fucking rating. But bruh, what is it doing? You're paying all these guys shit loads of money, but for what? You're only drawing 1.1, 1.0, 900K sometimes, 700K, 800K. What are you doing? You're paying all these guys shit loads of money to draw what? At least in WCW, they was drawing in the later stages. Yeah, people will keep saying, oh, WCW in 2001 was so horrible. Well, check back at their stats. They were still borderline almost getting 3 million. They were still averaging 2.5 million people every fucking Monday. Let that sink in. They were still averaging over 2 million viewers per Monday. So what are we talking about here? You're paying all these guys WCW type money to draw 1.2, 1.1. At least WCW 2000, at least those guys was drawing over 2 million viewers per fucking week. Yeah, their numbers were going down, but they were still steady at 2 million plus viewers per week. So at least they were getting something. At least they were getting something out of their investment. So Mick Foley just he has all this wrong. AEW is the place to be. No, it is not. You can't keep signing all these big name guys. What are they going to do on a card? Malachi Black is one of the most pushed guys right now, right? How come he wasn't at All Out? He's supposed to be a big deal. That card was so allegedly stacked to the point where Malachi Black couldn't get on the fucking card. Let that sink in, bitch. Let that sink in, fanboys of AEW. When will it end? Fucking, let's talk about Jurassic Express. Those guys are the most over tag team, right? I don't think they were on a main card at All Out. They weren't on the main card. The Varsity Blondes, those guys are talented. You don't think those guys are going to suffer on a card if you keep bringing in all these top names from WWE? Andrade, he wasn't on the card, even though Pat couldn't make it. But why couldn't somebody replace Pac on the card to face Andrade? So Andrade couldn't make the card, man. You see what I mean? They are facing they are on pace to face the same issues as the WWE. They are turning it into WCW, but in a worser way, because we barely know who are your homegrown talent, because you are banking on all these ex guys. You are banking on all these ex jobbers from the WWE. I'm like, for example, what's that guy's name? Fuck. That big, tall, for-nothing guy. Lance Archer. Lance Archer went from being paired up with Jake the Snake Roberts, getting all these top-notch vignettes. This dude was getting title shots at the TV title. Well, TV, TNT, whatever it's called. this dude was pushed. People were saying, oh, Lance Archer is everything Braun Strowman should be. Okay, if that's the case, how come Lance Archer didn't make the all-out card? Why? Because now he is an afterthought. He is an afterthought now because Tony Khan is signing all these bigger names from the WWE. You see a pattern here? Do you see a motherfucking pattern? Homegrown guys like Lance Archer are going down and down and further down on the card. Ethan Page will eventually move further and further and further down on the motherfucking card. Jay Cargill will eventually move further and further and further down on the card. Because Tony Khan is going to put more emphasis on his top-notch investments like a CM Punk and possibly Kevin Steen, Sami Zayn, guys like that. So, yes, they will be like WCW eventually. Because their whole card, all their shows will be built around X guys from NXT, WWE main roster. Where's Pac from? NXT. Former NXT champion. Where's Andrade from? Main roster. Former NXT champion. Malachi Black. Former NXT champion. Adam Cole. Former NXT champion. What? Mick Foley, wake the fuck up. You should have said, well, AEW can't keep signing all these guys though, because where are they gonna go on the card? You know what's gonna happen? Kevin Steen is going to show up at Rampage or Dynamite, right? This is what's gonna happen. He's gonna get a huge pop. What's that guy's name? Fuck. That one dork broadcaster with the fucking mask. I don't know his name, but he's probably gonna say, "Oh my God, it's Kevin Steen. I faced him way back when I was a jobber on the fucking indies." That's what's gonna happen. The whole place is gonna erupt. Kevin Steen is probably gonna give somebody a stunner. The place is gonna pop. You're gonna see all these virgin podcasters saying, "Oh man, the game has changed now again. The game has changed. The tide has changed. Vince McMahon is fucking shaking it. Vince is shaking in his boots. Oh my God. Wow. You know what's gonna happen? Kevin Steen is going to get a huge pop, and then 2 weeks later, he's gonna feel like everybody else. He's going to feel like everybody else in AEW. He's going to be an afterthought eventually. You can't put every smart mark favorite in the same promotion at the same time. Eventually, something is going to get canceled out. You just can't. This is what Vince McMahon wants. Don't you understand? He wants you to sign all his leftovers because he wants you to face the same problems that he faced. That's why he was cutting all these guys, because they were providing nothing to his show. Oh, Bray Wyatt's coming, right? Holy shit. You got Kevin Steen coming in. Sami Zayn. Bray Wyatt coming in. Oh my God, hold on, I forgot about Brian motherfucking Cage. This is a guy that was a Monster Impact World Champion. He went from that to challenging Jon Moxley for the world title in the first month he was there. Getting managed by Taz. People thought he was going to be AEW's Brock Lesnar, right? Where is Brian Cage now? Exactly. He's going further and further and further down on the motherfucking card. This guy was in a match with Powerhouse Hobbs that nobody gave two shits about. Powerhouse Hobbs is going further and further and further down. Ricky Stark is going further and further down. Right? Nobody gives a shit about Ricky Starks versus Brian Cage. Let that sink in. Why? Because the fanboys are more concerned about CM Punk, Bryan Danielson, Adam Cole. They are concerned about all these shiny new toys coming in. Now nobody gives a fuck about Taz and his faction, which means they have zero heat. How can they have heat when the Elite is taking all their heat as a heel faction? You can't have too many heel factions, because one of those factions are going to get canceled out. The Pinnacle, where the fuck are they now? Where's FTR? FTR, those guys are going further and further down on the card. Nobody gives a fuck about Shawn Spears, huh? Where's Wardlow? When was the last time Wardlow had a fucking match? When was the last time Jake Hager had a fucking match? He's a former world champion in the WWE. He's an afterthought now. Nobody gives a fuck about him. All he is a fucking bodyguard. So, a guy who was a world champion in the WWE is now nothing more than just a afterthought Diesel wannabe bodyguard. Because Tony Khan keeps signing all these brand new shiny new toys. People thought Jake Hager was going to be their answer for Brock Lesnar. Where the fuck is he at now? Huh, Mick Foley? AEW is a place that Tony wants to work at now? Really? Wow. That's shocking to me, because I wouldn't want to go there. How am I gonna make an impact? I'm not going there. I can't make a fucking impact. I'm gonna be on Dark. I'm gonna be on fucking Elevation. I probably won't get a match on fucking Rampage if I'm lucky. You see, Ted Turner was richer than Vince McMahon. How'd that work out for him? Tony Khan, hey man, don't fall into the trap of being a guy that can pay for anybody. Don't fall into that trap. But you are. Because your fan base is pumping your head up that they think you're doing a good job, but you are very Ted Turner-like. You're just signing all these fucking rejects off the street, and you are punishing your homegrown talent. Are you kidding me? MJF and fucking Adam Cole on the same roster? Who's going to get more heat? Who's going to be the new young top heel now? It was MJF. Now it's Adam Cole now. You don't think that fan base likes Adam Cole more than MJF? MJF is going to suffer because Adam Cole is there now. He's going to suffer. That's all I'm saying. Look, I'm done. I'm done.